Okay, this is Michael Clifton speaking with our One Championship middleweight Reinier de Ridder, who will be lining up for a middleweight title shot against the Aung La N Sang, and hopefully in October, fingers crossed, everything stays the same and safe. First off, how you been anyway? I mean, it's a cliche question, but how's training been? How's life been for you in the Netherlands?
It's been very, very amazing, man. I just had my second baby.
Oh, really?
So my first son was born right here next to me.
How old's your first?
So 3 weeks old now. Stu is a 2-year-old girl.
Oh, that's a busy time for you then.
Yeah, man.
I've got one
I'm a busy
3-year-old
guy
son.
normally.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's taxing sometimes, but it's amazing as well. And the training has been very good as well. I took so with the beginning of the lockdown, I took a few weeks off of the mat, mainly focusing on strength and conditioning. But like 6 weeks in, I was able to start training again, and I've been training daily ever since. And now, since I got the word of this fight, I've been training twice a day and a little harder for the last 2 to 3 weeks.
So yeah, so speaking of the fight, how did the fight come about? Because I know there was that talk that Aung La was going to take on Big Dash again, and then
Yeah.
obviously this one's come along, so it's kind of worked out for you and that. But were you always confident you were going to get that fight, or was that you were kind of just waiting and seeing what the matchmakers were going to put together?
Well, I've always said I was the right option because Big Dash only won one of his last 3 fights. He's been inactive for the last 2 years, and I've been on a tear in one championship, and so I've always stated my claim to be the next guy to fight. And finally, they agreed, and now the fight is happening. So.
I mean, the last time we saw you fight, that was back in February at One Warriors Code. You fought Leandro at Aides.
Yeah.
You said at the time that there were a few things after that fight that you weren't happy about, that you wanted to work on. What were those? In retrospect, have you been working on those things, or did you learn a lot from that fight?
Yeah, I've learned masses of that fight. So I'm very happy that I've been able to learn this much without losing a fight. So I'm very thankful for everything that's happened there. And to be honest, in that fight, that wasn't me, man. I wasn't myself. Normally, I can take anybody down, and this guy, it wasn't happening. And I was not in the best spot mentally, physically. I was a little overworked, a little overtrained, and I wasn't approaching the fight game the way I usually do. So I've been able the last few months to put that behind me, get the technical aspect better as well, and I feel like a different man from February. And Leandro has been training with us, so that's been amazing as well. His girlfriend lives half an hour away from me.
Oh, really? So did you know him before you fought him? Had you come across him?
No, not at all. No. So we talked after the fight, and he told me that his girlfriend lives in Holland, and his girlfriend contacted me, and she's like half an hour away. He was here for a few months, so we've been training pretty regularly. So it's been an amazing opportunity for me as well.
I mean, when you look back at that, you said it wasn't a great performance, that you know it wasn't yourself, but you must have taken a bit of pride out of it. The fact that you went, even though it wasn't your best performance, you still got the win. You still look good on your feet, and you got the job done. And you must have taken a bit of confidence coming out of that fight, that even at not your peak, you can still perform.
Well, at least what it showed me. So what it showed me was I can go deep. In the third round, I was done. I was exhausted, but I was able to dig deep and find that inside of me to go hard, even though it wasn't working out the way I expected. So that was a major boost for me. Yeah.
And what does it feel like now that you can you've got the fight you wanted to fight? you have a date, no, late October. What's it feel like? What's training like been for you, knowing you have that title fight coming up? Is it different from a usual camp, or is there more energy going into it, or are you trying to keep it the same?
It's different. It's definitely different. It feels like I'm letting the animal out again.
Mm.
In training, I can really let go now, or I can really let everything out. And it's in fighting, and I don't know if other people have told you this before, but it's a weird balance between being just a normal guy with your family and living and loving and everything, and then the side of you that has to come out to perform in the gym, but especially in the cage. It's a crazy balance sometimes, and um, you need a fight lined up. I need a fight lined up to let the animal come out, to give everything, to go 100%, to um, yeah, to let that side of my personality come out. So it's the last few weeks have been great in that aspect.
Mm. And how do you think you match up with Aung La? Do you put much stock in his previous performances? Are you a fighter that likes to kind of look back at old fights with your opponent and kind of dissect them? Or do you think that he's going to be a different fighter? He's at Sanford MMA. He's kind of been training pretty hard with some pretty high level
Yeah.
sparring partners. Do you think we're going to see a different Aung La coming into the cage against you?
No, I think he's going to be the same guy at our age, at our level in this game. You're not going to change majorly, but
Mm.
I think he's going to be strong. I think he's going to be fit like he always is, and I think he's going to punch and kick very hard. So
Yeah.
that's what he does, man. But he is he's a great fighter, and he's very strong, and he's very special. But his technique and the way he moves is not the most special. Not very different from anyone else. And me being here, being from Holland, being from Breda, the kickboxing city, um, it's very easy to get guys like him in the gym.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. I mean, coming
Yeah,
from Holland, you must just be surrounded by top level strikers.
yeah,
It
man.
must not be hard for you to find. I
No.
find, especially as a grappler, it must be great to just you can just make a call and you got. Has it been
Yeah.
has it been easy for you? Have you brought in a lot of new sparring partners for this camp?
Yeah, yeah. I always bring a lot of them in, but my main guy is always Gegard Mousasi,
Oh,
and
really? Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no striker like Gegard, man. There's
Mm-hmm.
nobody that can match up with him. He's so fast. He's so technical. He's so precise. Um, but apart from him, like a kickboxer with a good right hand and a good right kick, man, I got 10, 20 if I want. There's a lot of those. Yeah.
I mean, we all know about, Dutch kickboxers. What's the MMA scene like at the moment in the Netherlands? Is it kind of growing? What's it like in terms of the amount of people fighting and also maybe the media coverage? Do you get a lot of support from the local media?
Nah, Holland is a crazy country as far as that goes. Um, we have a saying that goes, doe maar normaal, dan doe je al gek genoeg. So be normal, that's crazy enough already.
Mm.
People here, they don't really idolize people. They don't really like fighting at all anyways. So most people know about kickboxing, but most people don't really care.
So even if you win the belt, there's no massive parade.
No, I don't think so. Nah. But
But
that's all right.
yeah. But the community itself is a pretty tight knit community. Like you see, you train the gay guard. You've got Leandro over there. Is everyone like quite supportive of each other?
Yeah, yeah, they are. They really are, and because of it, I think this goes for everywhere around the world. But because the community is that small, we're welcome everywhere, and everybody supports each other here. So it's amazing here.
Mm. And I suppose the one thing that I guess everyone's talking about is obviously the pandemic. But in terms of you getting to Singapore, are there going to be special arrangements? Are those types of things like you being discussed, or is that something that you're going to learn more about maybe in the next few weeks?
No, so they have made arrangements with the local authorities there. So there's no long quarantine. It's no 2 weeks quarantine at least. Um, and I think I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think will be needed to stay inside of the hotel most of the time.
Mm-hmm. But in terms of being able to do some training with your trainers and that and sparring partners, will you be able to get a bit of a workout while you're kind of
Yeah,
going through that
I'm
bonding?
sure they'll arrange that. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm sure they'll arrange it. Yeah.
And will you be going out roughly the same time as you normally would for a fight? Or are you going to try to get there a bit earlier to give you that time to settle in?
No, I always go out a little bit early.
Hmm.
So this time we'll go out a bit early as well. Normally they want to have you in like Monday or Tuesday, and then fight Friday or Saturday. But then when you come in, it's such a hassle, man. You have media, hospitals, doctors, or whatever, and I always come in a few days early so I can just relax a little bit, settle in, see the city, you know.
Do you enjoy stuff like the fight week, like the build up with the media and the kind of face offs and all that, or do you just
Uh,
just want to get to the fight?
yeah, I just wanted to fight. That's not why I'm in this game. No,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to prove to myself that I can beat anybody around, that I can be the best, and I don't really, it doesn't really motivate me with all the media and all that stuff. Mostly just drains me, just takes away energy from me.
Mm.
So I'm sorry.
No. It's all right. It's not fight week, so it's a bit more relaxing. It'll be a quiet fight week anyway. There'll be no foreign media there really, so it should be a little bit more chilled
Yeah.
out. Just before I let you go, I guess one question is, you know, knock wood. Let's say you do win the title. Is the idea of maybe going up and trying to become a double champ? Is that something that interests you, or would you like just to stay at middleweight and just stay focused and just kind of beat everyone at middleweight and kind of make that your home?
I think one thing is for sure, I'm going to have to fight Aung La again. So that happens at middle or at light heavy. That's fine for me. But I would really like if we could arrange it to happen in Holland.
Mm-hmm. Is there any word or any hints that one have hinted that they may be coming to Europe?
One has been talking about it. So this year and the end of last year, they've talked about it that's a plan. And we have a lot of Dutch kickboxers in one right now. We have
Mm-hmm.
Region van Eersel and Enahachi, and both champions right now. We have a lot of top level guys who are not yet the champion. So I think they could put a great Dutch card together. So that's the hope, man. That would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be really good. Well, if you get the title, there'll be 3 titles, and that's 3 title fights in one night. That should probably sell at an arena. Okay,
Exactly.
Well, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it. I'll let you go have your breakfast and look after your newborn and your family. But all the best for the rest of the training camp, and I look forward to watching the fight. I may speak with you in the fight week. Just depends on if you can find the time. But yeah, all the best for the rest of your training camp, and we'll look forward to seeing you in October.
All right. Thanks, man. See
All
you.
the best, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Bye bye.